Yep. Oh, well, I guess there could be a little bit.
Oop. And you can click on view on there. You want it?
Nice,
Look
nice.
at that.
3. Come on, Twitch.
Come
Wake
on.
up.
There you go.
All right.
Now I kind of want to break it and see what happens when I click on view on it.
Does say. Tells me we're live over here. Tells me it's a hype show. Oh, my goodness.
The only one real secretive is Twitter. It doesn't like to tell me anything.
Very low delay on that. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Anybody who's joining us, please type in the chat
Yes,
so we can
type
turn around
away.
and
I'm going to need you guys to chat with me this time. Talk to me. Let's see.
Like I sent my first message in here and all this. Let's.
We see people coming in.
Oh, look there.
There it is. All right. Hey, that was pretty quick. Dang, that was really fast.
Yeah. Mr. Garcia's in the house.
I see a James. All right. I like how that comes up. Ooh, fancy. We are not only actually streaming, which is a godsend in its own, right? We've had 3 weeks of fighting.
Let's please not talk about that until we actually get
Until
through
it
like
actually works,
10
yeah.
minutes of it actually working.
Good point. But we are also simultaneously streaming on other platforms outside of Facebook. So those of you on Facebook, welcome as always. But I'm pleased to announce, welcome everybody from the social platforms of Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch.
It looks like, if I understand this to be correct, you'll be able to interact and speak to us and chat all the way if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, or if you're on Twitch.
Yes.
I don't believe Twitter will broadcast this, and our website will broadcast this, but you don't have chat on those platforms. I believe is the case.
That is right.
But we get all the messages all into one screen over here, and we get to turn around and make sure that we get, interactions.
Tyler, if you are watching us on Twitch, type so I can see your comments as well. As we're testing out.
Yeah, we've got a YouTube comment, we've got a Facebook comment. We want to see if we got a Twitch comment.
Let's do it.
But
Jay, good to see you, buddy. Welcome. All right. Well, I mean, everything else is going well. I see it. Hi, guys, from Twitch.
Yep.
Got Havoc and Turnian Overload. Lord, sorry. Welcome. Oh, this is gonna be fun. All right, let's say hi. It's been a while. Let's get it going.
Do some stuff and the
That's
screens and the stuff and the zooms and the videos and the things we're here.
Yeah.
So guys, welcome back. We have fought the demons and
I see you, buddy. Hello.
come through the other side of it. And our enemies have been declared as Intel for network card drivers, for CenturyLink for internet connection and all this. And we were fighting a couple different problems at the same time. So we actually replaced all the hardware. Went completely different on all of that. And we're back at you. We have plans to use this technology. We're on something called Restream so that we can be on 4 platforms at once. And we're planning on turning around and being able to expand out our available base and give you guys more options to follow us. I know we have lost over the years some people off of certain social media platforms because they didn't want to be a part of that anymore, but they tell us that they miss our shows. And so things like having being on Twitch or being on YouTube where it's less social media and it's more about just the actual content you're looking for right then and there and all this.
I see that. Hello from YouTube. Thank you.
Yep. So guys, welcome. And if it happens to be the first time you're joining us for one of these, let's go over that. What we do on Tuesday nights is we provide this hype show where we have prepared this awesome box of comics that are either on sale for today if they were DC comics or go on sale for tomorrow with all the rest of the people. We will put them up on the screen. you have an opportunity to reserve that comic for yourself. If you turn around and are watching us on one of the other platforms and your name pops up as something that we don't know who you are, please send us just a message. You can email the store or use the contact us page on the new website to just let us know who you are so we get the stuff held for you. We can't, only Facebook really has a good way for us to communicate back and forth with you as far as messaging. The other platforms will still work and all this. We just need to know who you are. When
Barkley
you see,
just told me who he is on YouTube and
perfect.
Twitch. So
See,
that's
exactly.
perfect.
There we.
That's exactly how you want to do that.
We'll get trained. Trust me, you guys. We're not so slow that we can't learn.
Yeah.
But we're going to flash up comics. If you see the comic that you like, please turn around and make a comment that you would like to reserve that comic. Most comics that we have will have multiple covers, so be specific as to which cover you're looking for, and we will put it on hold for you. Hold slots goes in with all the rest of your box. And anyone who's not a hold slot, not a problem. We do reserve those for you through the end of the day on Sunday if you'd like to come down and pick them up. Or if you just need to contact us online, make arrangements to pay, and or even get them shipped to you, we can handle that.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the information up there with the shipping and all this about being able to do that. And we're going to have a blast.
Yeah, you've got shipping up there, and you also have a quick little how-to right there if you ever forget. So I think we should start up.
Let's fire up.
And
I
want it known that it was very hard this week to not hit the back counter. We did. We definitely got back counter in.
You got a back counter. You snuck it in.
There were only like 2 comics that weren't Batman related.
Oh, is that what you're at?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, let's start it up.
All right.
First book we've got here is actually from Boom Studios. Horror #1 by Justin Jordan. This is, the children wish this boogeyman was just an urban legend, but this purveyor of puritanical vengeance against the unrighteous is very real, and there's no escape, because the horror seems unkillable and spans generations, always returning.
Mm-hmm. So it sounds like a boogeyman story.
It seems like fun. Issue #1 is out this week, and it is $3.99. I'm going to make sure $4.99. It is a little bit of a thicker book. Mm-hmm. No variant covers on this, just the main cover. So Horror #1, $4.99.
Thank you, Tyler.
Next up, I'm going to go with a couple here. Again, a little bit off of not necessarily straight up beating the normal path here and all this. How I Became a Shoplifter. I missed this. On Horror, that #1 is a part of 4. There's going to be 4 issues set. This one, there are 3 issues for. Put out by Sumerian, which I believe is an imprint of Behemoth.
That sounds right, especially the way it's written.
Yeah.
Sumerian. So I'll say that this one I feels a little sleeper, but I really like the little pitch here. So it says, crime through boredom, a year-by-year look at a final generation of juvenile delinquents before technology took over. Watch a comical cast of characters grow up as each chapter is set in a different year of adolescence, 1996 through 2003.
Little, like, I like the kind of like, growing with it kind of idea. It sounds like each one of the books will be a little bit different on that. It's Tom Brayfogle, who's no newcomer to comics.
Right.
Has tons of stuff going on there.
Matthew, good to see you. Thanks for joining us, buddy.
Issue #1 on this is, I'm going to make sure, $3.99. So again, only a 3-part series. If you are a hold slot, remember, also you can turn around and say, hey, add me to the whole series if the pitch gets you. Or most of the time what we do is say, hey, try the first book, come back to us and for next month for #2 and get added then. Another book we have here by Whatnot Publishing.
Whatnot.
Now, this is a famous person.
It sure is.
Wesley Snipes, The Exiled. Mm-hmm. So I know that Wesley is personally involved with the book, similar to Keanu Reeves and Berserker, some different storytelling like that. Other creators are helping out. Our pitch for this is, it is a 6-parter. The Exiled follows hard-boiled detective Niles Roach Washington as he pursues a serial killer who is using mysterious, ancient tools to rip the spines from his victims. It's a pretty specific way to kill somebody.
That is very specific. Kind of like Blade Runner meets refrigerator full of heads. Joe Hill's refrigerator full of heads. a very specific way.
$3.99 for your main cover here, which is done by Rob Willis. We do have a variant available on this, which, wow, that is where we get the idea from and all this. They're obviously an homage cover here by Tony Kent for $4.99 for this. So,
Jason, thank you for watching that. We didn't mention that at the beginning of the show, but yes, you can watch us from our website, but there is no way to chat with us there.
Yep.
That is strictly just a viewing idea. I'm sure, going to try to work on it, see if we can get chat.
Yeah, I'm learning if we can integrate chat directly in there that we'll get back in here. The way the platform works on this, it's really good for doing it from the other social media. So,
yeah. But thank you for checking it and letting us know that it works. I appreciate that. And he also is telling us I'm working on Twitter as well. So, very much appreciated. What you got?
The Finder #1. We've got a bad idea book here, which means it's a big, meaty monster. Mm-hmm. All-star, I'm going to call it all-star creative team on this of Christos Gage and Thomas Giarello.
Yeah.
You guys will know Giarello from Exo Manowar, from several other bad ideas. Mm-hmm. Christos Gage has been forever and a day. Even has Skyped into, or was it Skype at the time? I think it was. Yeah,
yeah,
Skyped in with us way back at the old store.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have, because this is the way the bad idea books, and we don't have a lot to pitch and promote with you, but it is $7.99 for this. I think it's about 60 pages.
Yeah, it's
48 or 64 pages, somewhere in there.
64, somewhere in there.
Yeah, so big monster of a book here, and amazing cover and creative team on that. Chris Johnson on your main cover here.
Dominic says he can't find us on YouTube, and I think what I'll do for the next show is I'll put all of our links or our tag names so you can find us on YouTube. I want to say where I want more comics on YouTube.
I do know I've got them all linked off of the website page.
Yeah, so if you go to the website, you should be able to click and
all that
jump right to it.
All that stuff's across the bottom there. Next up from Image, still in the more #1s. We've got plenty of new options if you're looking for something different to read this week. Monarch #1 here by Rodney Barnes and art by Alex Linz, who's your main cover on this. Mm-hmm. So what's the pitch on this, Richie?
So on Monarch, this is growing up in a city of Compton is tough enough as it is. But as Trayvon has learned all too well, growing up as an orphan in the city of Compton with gang members hunting you down every day is even tougher. All of that's about to change because today is the day that aliens make first contact with Earth, and it only spells doom for life as we know it. So this is going to be, growing up in the streets, having a rough go of it, and aliens land from that perspective.
So a little bit of, how to survive and all this. Mm-hmm. $3.99 on that. Again, just one cover for it. Not listed as a specific run right now.
Nope.
So could be ongoing. That most of these are designed with a 5 or 6 issue arc to kick things off.
Yes.
Off the Marvel rack for new #1s, we've got 2 options here this week. Mm-hmm. Starting off with good old Normie Osborn on Red Goblin #1 here. Mm-hmm. Alex Packendell is your writer on this, and this it does it's kind of picking up a little bit of an older thread, with Normie getting his own symbiote here, and it looks like it's kind of set up as a will he be evil, will he be good kind of idea.
Right, kind of fighting and playing off the same idea as the Gold Goblin persona. Like, who's going to win this battle?
So, $4.99 for your In-Hook Lee main cover. If you are a Hold Slot member and subscribe to Amazing Spider-Man, we've pulled it for you to make sure you don't lose out on a shot for that. Alternate variants are Derek Chu here for $5.99 on that. This is the 1 in 25 Alexander Lozano. Got a good style to that. And we have one of the 1 in 50 Dave Raposa, which is $49.99 for that one.
Good looking.
Also, and this one kind of tickles me back to my early reading days on this.
Yeah, I wanted you to talk about this one.
Bishop War College. Mm-hmm. Here we have another X-Men tale about what's what. Looks like it is set with Bishop being a little bit younger. And this is done by, I don't know Holtham, the writer, that well. I couldn't tell you specifically there. But Bishop always has a little bit of a near and dear spot to me for the early 90s reading of X-Men that I've done. He did get a serious kick in the tail with the whole Cable series that was pretty awful. But Krakoa is an island paradise, but it's a vulnerable one. But not with Lucas Bishop on the case. Armor Surge, Cam Long, Aura Charles, Amass. These are his students. Their course objective, get strong, defend the island, keep mutant kind safe.
Yes.
Ken Lashley on your main cover here for $4.99. And we have some absolute remember kind of variants here for you. So Rob Liefeld is for $5.99. The one I'm going to gravitate to is going to be Will Spatasio.
That's definitely what. Every time I hear that name, I'm like, that's a Keith guy.
Yeah, he's definitely one I'm a huge fan of. $5.99 for that. And then we have a couple of the ratio variants here. A 1 in 25 by Chase Conley.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Hidden Gems is an old Dave Stroman and Will Spatasio art from way back in the 90s here that they've resurrected here. $49.99.
How wonderful.
For the 1 in 50 on that.
All right.
DC, what you got for me? DC's number 1 is going to be Static Shadows of Dakota. Yes. So Static season 1 has ended. This is the season 2 book.
Yep, Milestone Comics working with DC.
Yep, designed this in kind of the 6-issue arc style to turn around and chase through that. So if you've been reading Static, this continues from there. If you've not been reading Static, it's probably a pretty good jump-in point because they are kind of changing up the storyline here, giving you a new season, something else to turn around and do.
Mm-hmm.
The main cover here, Nicholas Draper Ivey, who is also your creator on the book. That is $3.99. And then we've got a couple variant options here. Oliver Coipel for $4.99.
Wonderful.
And the 1 in 25 is Dan Hipp.
Yes.
Gives a little fun imagery for the character. $24.99 for the 1 in 25 on that.
Excellent.
I'm going to jump to a hypeable book.
Okay, cool.
Because it relates really well.
It really
there.
does. It ties to it.
Static, the facsimile edition, is $9.99. Now, what's interesting about this is that they turned around and followed all the way through with the facsimile, that it turns around and recreates the trading card, recreates the 16-panel mural, the poster. Yeah. This is really kind of cool about how much
awesome.
How deep they went down the rabbit hole of recreating that issue. Static, because of some conversation about DC Entertainment, this book kind of exploded and is tougher to find for lower prices anymore. So this was a good idea for them to turn around and to be able to put out for you and give you an option for that. Again, $9.99, and again, the full bagged treatment, the whole 9 on that.
Excellent.
Now, how about 2s? Like I said, you tried 1, you liked it. Did you add number 2 to your box? Is this the reminder?
Good to see you, buddy.
Here we go. Spy Superb, the Matt Kint book here by Dark Horse. The number 2 issue is here. Of course, since that's all nice and designer-like and all that, you know it's Matt Kint doing his own cover.
My favorite part is this looks like a Safeway bag ripped up.
It's supposed to. It's even got a little receipt on the back here and all this. $7.99 for the book. It is, I believe this was only going to be 3 or 4 parts.
Yeah, it's 3 parts.
So, you know, like they're bigger, oversized issues. This variant here is Dan Hipp again.
Mm-hmm.
$8.99 for that. And we have 1 or 2 of the 1 in 10 from Brian Hurt left. That is $14.99 for this books here. This is under the Flux House imprint that I think Kint is where he gets a little bit of his creator-owned stuff now at...
At Dark Horse?
Dark Horse, yep. All right. That's hype. Marvel brought you a couple number 2s. If you tried number 1 and you want to add on, perfect timing for it. Joe Fixit. Cully Hamner on your cover here for $3.99. And then also Avengers, The War Across Time.
Mm-hmm.
This is so Joe Fixit's 5 parts Warcross Time, I think, is either 4 or 6. This is $3.99 for the main cover here by Alan Davis. And I have one of the 1 in 25s, which is really good looking here, by Massafera.
Yeah.
For $24.99. I think there's a villain there.
I think that might be an issue.
Since this is all a King story-ish.
Since you grab the one, you should grab the other facsimile in the back because it ties really well as
Oh,
well.
there's a good point there. If we're going to turn around and showcase. Oh, look, it's that week.
Look at that.
If you'd like a facsimile edition of the first appearance of Kang, Avengers number 9, we've got that there for you for $3.99.
There you go.
Many of you probably already have it because we did have quite a good reservations on Comic Talk in our Facebook group.
Sure did. That's awesome, Colt.
I have a hype book here from Marvel, but I have no A covers because of damages. But that's kind of the biggest reason why we're bringing it, and many people have jumped on the train, is that this kicks off the Disney 100 covers, which are homage covers using the Disney characters. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 19. This is not a Fantastic Four issue.
No. Just like the Avengers was. This is fantastic. They're all going to be Amazing Spider-Man.
Yep. So this is this here, of course, is homaging Fantastic Four number 1 here. I think this is just a blast and a half.
Donald's a thing. Just saying.
Donald is a thing.
Yeah.
And Goofy as the Human Torch is pretty great there and all this. But the Disney cover is $4.99. I like this one a lot too, but again, that's the nostalgia in me. This is the no prize.
Right.
Story is, guys, if you didn't know about this, in Marvel books way back when most people wrote in and you couldn't just talk about them on the internet, if you found an error in a Marvel book and then turned around and had a great explanation as to why that error wasn't an error, kind of having the fun of the whole thing, this is they would send you a no prize. So you would get these kind of letters back from Marvel and have a little fun no prize inside of them. Congratulations on the find. So this is $4.99. There's going to be a couple of the no prizes this month.
Yep.
Another
theme?
This is another theme. Yep. Mobley on this one has the Planet of the Apes variant for $4.99.
If Planet of the Apes is something that you're into, look out for Marvel's Planet of the Apes miniseries dropping soon.
Mm-hmm. And Terry Dodson has the 1 in 25 here, which we have for $24.99. The Black Cat fans will be.
Yeah, that gentleman knows how to illustrate Black Cats.
Yeah, that's pretty good. DC's Hype Train, which this one was hilarious to me yesterday because Richie couldn't make up his mind.
I couldn't. That's why I brought it to this.
You want to extend the conversation
Yes.
and have the debate?
You tell me which is the right choice for
if you're going to pick up a cover.
Any cover of this.
Yep. You have to make a decision. You have to. Now, you guys don't have to. You can pick up whatever you want. We allow you to buy one of each. That's fine. But Jessica Fong on the main cover is fantastic.
Yes.
$3.99. Got no problems there. This one here, we're back to Rachel and Terry Dodson.
Yeah, Mr. Dodson there.
That's pretty good.
That's very good.
It's pretty good. $4.99.
Yeah. Sweeney Boo coming out of nowhere with this rendition. I think Sweeney is coming up very strong and going to be one of those, Rose Besh, Momoko,
Kind of a lot of chasers. Going to have a lot of people that are start paying attention.
Love it.
Mm-hmm. That's $4.99. What about Dan Mora?
Dan Mora. Obviously, I think Dan Mora might be the DC comic book artist right now. I think they have him under lock and key. But obviously pulls off a very strong variant.
$4.99 on that. And then we have one of the Rian Gonzalez.
Rian Gonzalez.
This is the 1 in 25, so it's $29.99.
I had to try to pick one of these, and I could not figure out which one to get.
You guys can research at home and tell Richie when you come in which of the Poison Ivies would you have gone with, and then you can belittle his choice if he chose poorly.
Of course.
Lastly, the other hype book of the week. Can't imagine why.
It was the 1 in 50.
Is that where you're? Is that where you're at on that one?
I was trying to make a choice between this or Batman 132, which has an amazing Art Germ cover. And a Derek Chew cover for 1 in 50, all really good. But I this won out because it's freaking Silvestri, man.
You could have talked to me, and I would have given you that this wins out for a different reason.
Okay.
So Top Cow Comics tweeted out our new website because of us having stock on this series and all that. So that's always going to
a little tit for tat there.
That endures you to me.
Yeah.
Not a problem there. But Batman and the Joker, Deadly Duo, we're up to book 4 on this. Silvestri putting out. Is it a good bat tale?
It is a great bat tale, and here's the thing: is that when Batman Spawn came out, I like Batman Spawn, and I really am happy it's done. But it is McFarlane writing, and that kind of falls flat for me. But with this, Silvestri's really bringing a story that you can tell he's had in his mind a long time. Sean, I see ya. And not only that, but this, you can just look at it. It didn't need to have words. It's so gorgeous. Every freaking panel. Love this book. If you're not on it, you are missing out.
Silvestri on your main cover here, $4.99. What about options?
How about David freaking Mack doing Batman and Catwoman?
Oh,
goodness gracious. Yeah.
I think it's next month. That is the one I like.
Yeah.
It's Batman and Joker by Portasio.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Yeah. $5.99 for Mac Batman, $5.99 for Mac Catwoman. See, that's how you type it in if you wanted to reserve a specific one and get on that. What about, do you just want to go with a little bit of a 1 in 25? Liam Sharp?
That's right.
That's a great cover.
It is. It's very juxtaposed, as it should be, with the two partners in this story.
$24.99. And now the big reveal, the 1 in 50. The $49.99 cover that Richie says you need to see.
Tell me you don't need to see that.
Dang.
Now, it's one thing to illustrate Catwoman. It is another thing to illustrate an animal. If you've ever listened to Jim Lee on one of his podcasts or blog shows, animals are very difficult to illustrate, and this is just Silvestri showing off. And if you ask me,
yeah, animals will have the different proportions, will have different shapes, will have different all this, and a master can do both.
That's correct.
And there he goes. He's throwing down the gauntlet. He says, "Yeah, I'm a master."
That's right.
I don't think anybody's going to fight that one. $49.99 on the 1 in 50 for that.
There it is.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the offerings of the week.
I gotta take one moment and say that we didn't drop once. Not one time, Keith.
I had to spend a lot of time getting there.
You
it was a lot of freaking work. A lot of cussing to get this
It was a lot of that.
And now, again, upgraded so that we're simulcasting on our website plus 4 platforms.
That's right.
So we're going to be out there. That'll turn around and help grow out and give people more options. I think everybody, if you got any feedback about how it worked for you on a different platform, please let us know. Send us a message. Talk to us in person when you come in this week. We do want to make sure that we're putting out the highest quality product that we can.
And now you guys have 24 hours to get the word out to other people, because promotion-wise, the best we can do is kind of just say, hey, we're out there, word of mouth. So now it's up to you to let everybody know that we're on those platforms. Your friends that left Facebook, let them know that there is a way that they can get back in on the fun. So
I'm going to turn around and try to get a sign up front to kind of to have it at the counter, get a little bit of promotion that way. But the stream sale will be on this same system and was working just pretty flawlessly there. So, we've got all the notes about who was looking for what, and we're taken care of. So, guys, thanks for tuning in tonight. Had a blast. It was nice that it worked.
Yes, exactly.
We can smart off about that now that it's deep enough in the whole thing.
That's right. Now we can do it.
Yep.
Either way, we guys appreciate it, and we will be live tomorrow.
Thanks,
Stream
guys.
sale. See you guys.